All right, I want to keep going forward with this. Play this clip because this is the heart and soul of the ideological battle.
The ideology of Iran's revolutionary regime is deeply rooted in militant Islam. And that's why this regime will always be an enemy of America. And don't be fooled. The battle between Iran and ISIS doesn't turn Iran into a friend of America. Iran and ISIS are competing for the crown of militant Islam. One calls itself the Islamic Republic. The other calls itself the Islamic State. Both want to impose a militant Islamic empire, first on the region and then on the entire world.
Fighting for the crown, okay? In other words, they're still going to be evil. It's going to be either Islamic law in the Shiite version or Islamic law in the Sunni version. And let me explain it. And by the way, for those of you who don't follow any of this, but you watch a lot of movies, it would be like the Decepticons of the Transformers fighting Lord Business in the Lego movie. Okay, at the end of the day, one of them is going to win, but they're still going to control the world. All right, maybe Nancy's watching those movies with her kids, and she'd understand the lesson if she heard this. I don't want to make her cry. All right. The Shiites and the Sunnis have been fighting since the first generation of Islam. The Iranians hate the Islamic State because they're Sunnis. That's why they're fighting them. They're not fighting them because they want to help America. They're fighting them because the Shiites believe that only a blood relative of Muhammad can be the leader of the Islamic people. And the Sunnis believe, no, it could be any one of his four rightly guided caliphs, the original caliphs that were not friends, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman. All right, play the clip and I'll explain.
In this deadly game of thrones, there's no place for America or for Israel. No peace for Christians, Jews, or Muslims who don't share the Islamist medieval creed. No rights for women, no freedom for anyone. So when it comes to Iran and ISIS, the enemy of your enemy is your enemy.
Do you see it? He gets it. Netanyahu gets it. The enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Because let's say that the Shiites finally do bring in under control the Sunnis, which is not going to happen. Let's say that they did. They're still going to want to conquer the world for Islam. They're still going to want to oppress all human rights, treat women the way they do, Christians the way they do. This is a terrorist regime, President Obama. The State Department calls it a state sponsor of terrorism. And as we will see in tomorrow's broadcast, according to the response of the Obama administration, they have all but admitted that, yes, the deal that we are cutting will prolong them getting a nuclear weapon, but probably they're going to get one because they want one. And really, there's nothing we can do about it. Really, President Obama? Really? Watch my show. I'll give you some advice.